Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, and this is my part 2 of how to play certain Smite gods for the Xbox One. This video will be dedicated to Tyr, the Lawbringer. He is a physical warrior, like Chalk. I have an obsession with warriors. They're really it's funny because they're not really like super strong, but at the same time they're kind of a niche. Like they're good, but you have to really like their playstyle. So I really like the playstyle of warriors. I'm a huge warrior fanboy. So with that said, I'm gonna get right into the build for Tyr. So basically same strat. You go blue stone first. As soon as getting nerfed, so you're gonna be going death toll. That's just for a little bit more sustain. You hit an enemy with a basic attack, you get 6 health, 1 mana. You're gonna be auto attacking on minions and stuff, so you need that. The build that I like to do is you can rush just the same thing as Chalk practically. You can rush Mystical Mail only if you're ahead. If you're not, go to boots into a Rune Forge. So that's the standard build: boots to Rune Forge to Jotuns. That's what you're gonna do with Tyr almost every time, unless you really need a Mystical Mail. If I get an early kill or early gank, or they back tons of times and I'm like a little bit ahead of them or whatever, I'll go into like the Mystical Mail instead of the Rune Forge. So I'll go like Mystical Mail and then boots and then Jotuns. But that's gonna be more of a rare thing rather than all the time. So all the time you're pretty much gonna go boots, Rune Forge into Jotuns. Now what that does is that it gives you the protections, it gives you power from the Warrior Tabi, and it gives you power from the physical power from Jotuns and penetration, but the main thing is 25% cooldown. What that does is let you change your stance a lot faster, and that's a huge part of Tyr. So after Jotuns, I like to get up the Mid Guardian. I'm a huge Mid Guardian fan. And then at that point, I mean, you can get pen if you really need it. It depends on if they have a lot of, like, this is a Guardian meta kinda, so like if they have a Kabrakan jungle and then they have like a Theta support, like they have the big beefy guys, then yeah, they definitely get a Titan's Bane. And then your last item, usually I'll either get Magi's or I get a Spirit Robe. So I like Spirit Robe because it's 15% cooldown, and that adds up with your Jotuns, which is 25%, to cap you off at 40%. So now your stance is 6 seconds. Look at that. Look how fast it is. And your abilities, which do most of your damage, look at 4 seconds on Power Cleave. It's huge. You can just keep switching stances and you keep hitting and you keep attacking, and that's the point. You want to go full CDR and Tyr, so Spirit Robe is definitely needed. Jotuns is definitely needed, if you can get to that point. Obviously, you can change your build slightly. The only thing I would really change in this build, this is like your general build you're always going to do, is the Titan's Bane. The Titan's Bane is the only thing that's situational. You could either get rid of it, and if you do get rid of it, which means you're probably going to need the same thing as Chalk, you're going to get the Heart Ward. The Heart Ward scales with your Rune Forge. It gives you that extra damage from being physical on the aura, and it gives you the magical protections you need. So now Tyr has 3,075 health, full CDR. You have Mid Guardian for when you get on hunters and you get in their face, because they're going to be hitting you, which slows their attack speed. I do not go Frostbound on Tyr. I don't prefer it because I prefer full CDR. You pretty much would have to replace the Spirit Robes for Frostbound, which isn't really that bad, but it's just a personal preference. I prefer full CDR on Tyr. Because yeah, you do a few auto attacks, but most of your damage and most of your abilities, and the reason why people pick Tyr is for the Wombo combo. Which I'll explain in a minute. Your actives is always going to be currently Hog, which that's going to be changing soon, but I'm not going to cover that yet because the patch isn't out on Xbox. So you pretty much want to get Fist of the Gods and always Blink. And you want to get the Greater Blink, not the Combat Blink. Combat Blink is a 180-second cooldown, whereas Greater is a 45-second. And the trick to Tyr basically is his first ability does like a dash and knocks them back and pushes them, and they can't do anything during that. They are stuck inside of the knockback, and then after you do it, you hit them with that and it bounces them back and does tons of damage. So basically what you want to do with Tyr is he's a different playstyle than most warriors and most gods in general. He's not really auto attack based or anything, so pretty much what you want to do is you want to go into their back line, hit the hunters, hit the mages, and you want to just get them in combos and knock them out of the team fight. So say there's a huge team fight going on here, and that route right there, sitting back there just chain healing, or say it's a hunter and he's just just critting people's face off. You pretty much you just want to blink over and you want to knock them out and fuck them up. So that's pretty much your job. Is you want to blink in and you want to wombo combo them. You could also use your ult. I don't prefer it because you want to use your ult pretty much as a getaway. You can use it as an initiator, and you can use it to kill people. That's really situational. So just use your judgment. I don't recommend it, but you can use your judgment. If somebody's low and you think you can hit them, then go for it. Just jump on them and kill them. And then you could just dash away, and you can switch stances, dash away. So I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff like that. So pretty much, like I said, is the trick to tier is all about combos and landing the combos. You blink in, you hit them with a wombo. You can also stun the whole team or stun whoever's there after the wombo. Hit them. When you switch stance to defense, your first ability does not do a knockback anymore, like a charge. It does a charge, but it only hits one guy and it goes right through them. You don't actually like knock them up or anything like that. Like, it's not a stun or anything. It's like a dash just to get out of trouble, pretty much. And then your A, is a huge heal. So your power cleave turns into a huge heal, and it heals the more people you hit. So you want to use it on minions, pretty much. So like you would do wombo combo into the to the power cleave. This was what you use to clear a minion wave. And then if you get a little bit hurt, you're battling somebody, switch to your defense stance, and then you're gonna look for try to get some minions off, and you're gonna heal off of it. It does a huge heal. So see how fast my cooldowns are with full CDR? I love it. You gotta recognize that. So I have Rune Forge, which is physical protections. I have Mid Guardian, which is physical protections, and I have Spirit Robe, which gives you 40 physical protections. I also have Heart Ward, which is I think 60 magical, and then Spirit Robe gives you 40 magical. So that's 100 magical defense right there. But the thing that's good about Spirit Robes that I love is it gives you 40 magical, 40 physical. It gives you 15%, which caps you off on your CDR, which is cooldown reduction. And then the passive is a 15% damage mitigation anytime you get CC'd. So say you're facing like Thor and he's always like slamming down his stun, or Sylvanas who uses his ult, or anybody that has any kind of crowd control, like a stun, mesmerize, anything. And the best part about Tyr is his passive is stuns, taunts, fears, intoxicate, and mesmerize cannot affect Tyr for more than 1 second. That is a beast passive. Basically, you cannot be CC'd for more than 1 second. And while you get CC'd, your Spirit Robe procs, so it's 15% less damage from everything for 3 seconds. So it's just huge. You are a beast. You're just an awesome tank. Just get in their face, hit them with the combo, do a cleave, switch stances, when they're trying to get away, and then they're running. Like, okay, let's jump on them. Bam, like that's pretty much what you want to do is here. People play him weird. They don't like his playstyle because they don't know how to do the wombo combos correctly. They don't know how to play him properly. That's pretty much really all that is to it. Like, see, I'll test that right here. See, when you want to wombo somebody, you knock them, it knocks them back. Oh shit, I did too much damage. My bad. And then you're hitting them, and then you can use that as a heal. Or see, the first ability, it dashes right through. It doesn't actually chain them into a stun or anything. So that's just used as a dash, as an escape. That's a heal. You switch your stance. This one's the combo, and that's your power cleave. So basically, Tyr does a lot of damage. Let's look at his damage right now. So Fearless does 240 plus 103. So that's about we'll say 340, give or take. And then the damage on this, the power cleave, is 220 plus 134. So that's another 300. So you figure you're doing about 600 damage in your wombo combo. You hit them into that. So you're doing anywhere from 600 to 800 damage with your wombo combo. And most hunters only have like 1800 health, 1900 health. So you're going to be taking off half their health with just a wombo. You're going to hit them, wombo, and then you switch stances, and then you hit them again. They're going to probably use their escape, like a Jablanca is going to dash or whatever. That's when you catch up to them with this, and you start hitting them again, right? You can either do that, or you can just back off. and you can just get on him again when your shit's up. Like pretty much, with max EDR, the possibilities are endless. So let's look at this from a perspective right now. Say Chiblanque's right there. I blink in, I hit him with the wombo, knock him back, switch stances, hit him again. Now he's gonna blink away. I charge after him. I'm over here. I'm gonna smack him a few times, get a stun off, power cleave him again, switch stances into another wombo. He should be dead, or very very dead. If for any reason he gets away, you just ult in, which does a lot of damage and slows him, and he's gonna die. Like your job. Your job is kind of like Chalk. This is the job of most warriors, is you're going to get on the hunters, you're going to get on the mages, you're going to make their lives hell. Chalk is like different because he is like an aggressive, like beefy tank. Pretty much he's like a support tank. Whereas Tyr is just, he's more like, he's tanky, but his job is like to just fuck people's brains up, more or less. Like that, I can't put it any other way. Like imagine you're playing your hunter and you're sitting here shooting, and then this guy blinks in, and then you just get fucked up, and he's dragging you across the wall, out of position, and beating your shit out of you, in a wombo combo. Like their job, like Tyr's job is just to make people like sweat and panic. Like you knock them into the wall and you beat them up, put them out of position. You take them out of their comfort zone. You fuck with their brains. I mean, that's what Tyr's good at. He's good at disrupting a fight. Like that is 100% what he's good at. Is just completely disrupting the fight, taking somebody out of the fight, and then that's why I love him. He's one of my favorites. He's probably I don't know if he's my favorite warrior. He's either my favorite or Bellona's my favorite. That's after the nerf Bellona. I don't like the pre-nerf Bellona. She was overpowered, and I didn't like her playstyle. I will do a video on Bellona eventually, but this is a Tyr video, so Tyr is definitely one of my favorite warriors, if not my favorite. I just love his playstyle. It's just so unique. Nobody does a wombo combo like him. He's just so unique to it. He has so many getaways. He has a huge heal. He's really tanky. Like I love his wombo. Like I said, he does a lot of damage. He has I love the fact that you can switch stances, use your abilities again. This one heals you for a crap ton. This one's a dash, you can get away. Your ult is the getaway or initiator, and it slows people. Does a lot of damage. Like it does 450 plus 148, which is like what, around 600 damage probably. And that's I'm doing all this stats, all this damage is based pretty much off of the fact that I have like no penetration. I have like no damage abilities. The only damage item I actually have is Warrior Tabi and Jotuns. Runeforge, I don't really count as a damage. It's just like a modifier. But the actual damage items is Warrior Tabi and Jotuns, and I do that much damage. Like that's the trick to warriors. People build them like assassins. You can, but they're more like they're supposed to be frontliners. They're supposed to be beefy. Your abilities already do a truck ton of damage. Your job is not, not to get on the other warrior or to get on the support. Your job is to make the life hell for the hunter or the mage, or even the assassin if you catch him off guard. You want to hit the squishies, the ones that don't have any kind of physical defenses or anything like that. So your job is just to, get all over them. You're gonna be hitting them for full damage. That's normally why you don't need pen, because those guys never really build any kind of physical defense, and you can just get all over them, eat them up for breakfast. But anyways, this concludes my tutorial for Tyr. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be making another one soon for maybe Bellona, since I mentioned her in this video. I do have Diamond Bellona, so we can go over that. Pretty much all my characters are Diamond that I'm showing you. My Chocolate's Diamond, this is Diamond, Bellona's Diamond. I also have Isis, Ra. I have over 10 diamonds, so, and then a bunch of others like around 7s and 8s mastery. So we'll get there. I hope you guys enjoyed the series, and if you like it, please like, favorite, sub to my channel. It really helps me out, and I appreciate all the support. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Tyr, the Lawbringer, because he is one of my favorites too.